a funny joke. Have you
Hi,
ever
welcome back to
seen that
Sunday Chats.
that splash screen with the women jumping? Their faces are melting.
I know, that's AI. That's why I
Like,
did that.
that's
That's why I kept
hilarious.
it. That's why I kept it because I think it's funny.
Yeah, that's funny. That is funny. No, I have so Jolie or not Jolie. I'm looking at you, Jolie. Um, Luxational sent me a funny little meme, and I laughed, and I had to read it to James. So let me read it to you guys. Um, it is. It says, I would stay awake just to hear your breathing, watch you smile while you're sleeping. And it's lyrics from Aerosmith, so it's romantic, right? And she goes, the rest of us, restraining order. And I laughed because I'm like, I have literally stayed up watching my dogs sleeping and snoring and thinking, oh, how adorable they are. But I said, yeah, I think if that's like I would stay awake just to hear you breathing, watch you smile while you're sleeping. Yeah, that's a little creepy.
I think that's the words to Angel, aren't they?
I don't know which. I remember the Aerosmith song because I love that album, but I can't remember what song it was. But I think it's the one that was in the Armageddon movie.
Hi, Apple Blonde
That
and
song
Jeanette and Lux, Maria.
did a did a little short that was a sneak peek, and I didn't get to see the end result, but I know what it is because I saw what she unboxed the top of it. But she's in love. Hola!
Oh, hi, Keith.
Hello, Keith.
Hello, Brian.
I have a I'm dying to open this because this is for Jolie, and I'm really hoping it's cute. I have no idea if this is cute. I bought it when I saw it. It made me laugh. I'm like, I have to get this for Jolie. So
This is for
let's
me.
open it.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
Oh, jeez.
not some other Jolie, just you.
Oh, there's so many of us. It looks like
It's
Itsy.
so look, look. It's a little pouch bag. It's a purse, guys.
Oh, that is so
It's a
cute.
purse. It has strap and it hooks on these little tabs. And
Oh
it's
my
just a
God.
little chicken. I mean, I know I saw
It's
it. I'm
coming
like,
out of
I
an
have,
Oh no, it isn't coming out of an egg. It could be coming out of an egg. You can't
yeah.
tell.
Right, I have to
I
see it
know
though.
exactly where I will wear that actually. I have a I have a
Ah,
place. I think my phone will fit, right?
yeah, it should. Mine will fit. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it'll fit. Cool. All right. I know exactly where I'll wear that. That is adorable. Thank you, Jackie. Hello,
I
Robin.
saw I have to get that for Julie when I
Thank
saw
you so much.
it.
I will wear that when I go buy chicken feed at the Tractor Supply, which is a lot.
Chicken feed do your chickens go through?
Well, they just eat nonstop. So it
Well,
depends on
that's
how much I give them. Yeah.
so like what?
Tonight they had kale along with their chicken feed, sunflowers and other various seeds as a treat. Their favorite treat right now that they go nuts for is either fresh green kale or dried mealyworms and worms. They love those.
Oh, yeah, those are really popular. I see that in
But
a lot of
they're
chicken feed
yeah,
videos. Yeah.
but
No,
they
no.
are they
Mhm.
are out of the worms because
Yeah.
ants got in the worms.
They're
And
oh yeah.
so I had a bag of ants, and
You're like, well,
I was like,
hello,
what the
Ant.
hell's
You
going
were not
on?
invited to this party.
Exactly.
Like,
So of
like
course I dump it in there,
eviction.
and they like that even better because they're just
Because
eating
there's
those
ants.
ants.
They're like extra protein, thank you.
So yeah. Um, So other than that, what have you been up to? How was
So
work
today,
this
I
week?
literally I slept until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, so guys, y'all, I'm a fan of Super Jacob. Also, it's Adrian. So Saturday, it's Adrian goes live at 10 p.m. his time.
Mm.
10 p.m. West Coast time is midnight my time. So at midnight, I woke up. I was asleep, and I woke up. And I was watching It's Adrian. I'm like, yay, this is awesome. I love hanging out with my peeps. And then Jacob goes live at 1 a.m. my time, which
Oh
means it's
my
11
gosh.
p.m. his time. So at 1 a.m., I have Jacob playing, and I'm like sleeping and waking up, sleeping
Yeah.
and waking up. And then he did a
I
live
gave
for
up.
3 hours,
When
and
I
then
can't
he went to the
when
huh?
I can't get to the lives and stuff, I finally gave up. I'm just like, I'll just watch his videos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
Well,
stopped trying to
yeah,
attend.
I totally know what you mean. But it's interesting because he does have a very large audience, so he does have people all over first of all, he's a night owl. The man's a
Right.
vampire. He
Hmm.
he he keeps evening hours, and late hours for West Coast time is really late hours. So
It's middle of the
for
night
us,
here. Yeah.
all the rest of the people in the world that aren't on the West Coast. So anyway, it was kind of interesting though because he had a really good live. He had a good live on Thursday. He went live on Thursday, and then he went live on Saturday at like midnight. So some people it's Sunday, whatever. But so I was half asleep, half awake, listening to him most of the night. So every time I woke up, I would like hear another segment, fall asleep, hear another segment, and I have YouTube Premium, and so with Premium, it just continues to play, and I don't have to have the screen on, right? So I'm listening to it, and then it rolls into the next thing because it just keeps playing. I wake up and I'm listening like this is not him. As I switch over to his
Yeah.
after show, I'm half asleep in his after show. Literally, he was on from my time from 1 a.m. until 6 a.m. in the morning, like almost 6 hours of lives between the two lives, and I was like, so I didn't really get the best sleep. I got a lot of sleep because I kept sleeping and waking up, sleeping and waking up. So then I just said, you know what? I have nothing else to do today. I am just going to sleep. So I slept, woke up, went back to sleep. Woke up, went back to sleep. I just read, listened to videos. So I didn't get up till 2. It was glorious. This new savings of light time, hate it. Hate it. Because you know what?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter that the clock changed. My dogs still want to be fed when they're fed. And
Right.
they're like 5 o'clock in the morning, they're like, food. I'm like, it's 5. It's too early. You have another hour. I wish I could join, but not well enough. Maybe next week I'll be lurking in chat. Hi, Craig.
Hi, Craig.
We're just happy you're lurking, sir.
Craig,
And I was
your
thinking about you
birthday
all day
present.
today.
Craig, your birthday present didn't make it to me in time. Happy birthday.
So while you're here, though, because he's lurking, I went up to shopping today. Okay, James went and bought pants. Okay, James got, and the pants he wears are the pants that Craig recommended, and they're his favorite pants, to the point that he will go and pay full price. This
Ooh.
man does not pay full price. Well, he doesn't actually care if they're on sale or not. He just doesn't pay a certain dollar amount over something. He'll just walk away. These pants, he will pay $100 per pair. And when I first met this man, he thought that was obscenely ridiculous. And I paid $20 for pants out of the Academy. I am not spending $100 on a pair of pants. He is now spending $100 on a pair of pants. So we went to
Yeah.
Cabela's, and he got 3 pair of pants and 1 shirt, and it was like 275. And he was like, I'm not happy with the price. And I'm like, sir, that's an excellent price. You got 3 pair of pants and a shirt for 275. That's amazing.
Yes.
The 1 pair of pants was like under like 90, and then the other 2 were 65, and then 40, tax, whatever. So it was, but he was like, it says, sir, you needed the pants. So I think clothing is just expensive. So we were there. We went to have pizza. It was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I said, "Hey, hon, I want to go up. to the Domain. We went up to Austin Domain. It's the ritzy fancy shopping center up in Austin. And I normally don't go there. I've only been there like 3 times, maybe the whole time I've lived and worked in Austin
Hi,
because it's a
Monica.
pain in the neck. It is, if anybody knows anything
Yes.
about Austin, getting up to the Domain in Austin is like, anyway, we get there and this is why I'm bringing it up. I did not even know that there was a Balenciaga in Austin. So I was like, I walked right next to the store, and while I'm not their client, and apparently people weren't shopping in there, they had the prettiest. I know I have photos. Did I take a photo? They have, look at this bag. This is I believe it's called the Andiamo, the one
Oh,
that
that
Craig
is
has in
pretty.
black. That's the one
Yes.
in tan. Look how beautiful that is. And then they had this one is green. It's an olive green, although it comes across strangely with my monitor. That's a beautiful olive green. So they had a tan, an olive,
Oh, I
a
like
black,
that.
and it's so cool. The Rodeo, thank you. Not the Andamio, that's the other brand. Thank you, Craig. The Rodeo. You know, but I really enjoyed, and then I didn't know this either. I had to take a photo. I couldn't believe it. They had a Zimmerman. Zimmerman is that Australian clothing company that Meredith is always talking about, and Dale. And I didn't even know we had one of those in Austin. So I was like,
Wow.
oh, there's that. There was we didn't go very far. We just went to a location. There was a Louis Vuitton, there was Versace, Gucci, Valentino. Was Valentino there? No, I think it was Versace. They had just like all the really fancy stores. They do not have the Hermes store there. The Hermes store is actually in Austin. Yeah, Appleblossom says she loves their clothes. The
Yeah.
Zimmerman, I love their clothes. Watching Meredith wear them, I know I'm never going to take care of them. I know I'm never going to be kind to that clothes, and I know they're expensive. So we just took a photo and kept walking. Well, how was your day?
Good. I usually take a shower before the live, but I couldn't because of daylight savings time.
Time
After
flipped
doing,
by.
yeah, no,
Hmm.
the chicken coop still doesn't close for another 4 minutes. Yeah, because the sun's going down now. So,
Ah,
anyway, we had a bird. Matt came in and said, well, we've got an injured chicken. And I'm like, oh no, oh no. So I did have a different sweatshirt on because I did get pooped on. But what happened was he says she's limping. I don't know what's wrong with her. So I, of course, went and got a little bit of food out of their own dish because, they're not real smart, and held it out, kind of sprinkled it on the ground real close to me at the door because I can't get her. We have what's called a chicken tractor. So we can pick it up and move it
yeah.
around. But in order to get in it, I mean, I would have to squeeze through the door and crawl to the back. You can't stand up in it. It's for them. It's way above their heads, but it's not above ours. So I had to get her to come over to me, and she did. She always rushes over to me because she knows I have the food anyway. She's the biggest one, Betty. So I reached in and I didn't have to scare her or surprise her or anything. I just reached in and picked her up, brought her over to the porch and had her on my lap and had him look at her feet first and her legs and couldn't discern anything. And then he held her and I looked. And the only thing that I found was one of the down feathers from one of the chickens, one of the little bitty feathers, was stuck in between her little dragon plates in her leg, rammed in there, pinpoint first. And it was real little, and I pulled it out, and it came right out. It wasn't attached. It was just jammed in there. And then she didn't limp as bad, but she's still kind of favoring that leg, so we'll have to keep an eye on it. Anyway, that was my big adventure about 20 minutes ago.
That's a lot. I mean, seriously, I've really done a few hours worth of things today and slept most of it. And as soon as this live's over, I'm going back to bed. Apple Blonde says she's doing laundry, continuing to do some online shopping. Coach has me by hooked with their bags. Okay,
And their
so
colors.
I have had the chance to walk into a Coach retail store, which was a good thing. first, I was chaperoned. Second, I got to see some of the bags I've been drooling over, and I completely cannot deal with the Brooklyn. I love it. This new batch is better than the first batch I had seen. The interior finish is much better than the first time I'd seen them. And then I saw the Big Booty Judy, the Large Empire. I saw the Brooklyn. I saw the Lana, and the best one that was. And Craig is the one who told me, Jackie, you need to look at this bag, the extra large or the large Juliet. And I'm like, eh. And then I went to go look at the Juliet, and then I put it on my shoulder. Instant love. Instant love. They did not have the size 21. They did not have any of the Kiss Lock versions. They did not have any of the dinosaurs. They didn't have any of that stuff, but they didn't even have very much. The other bag I was looking for, and I took a photo of it. Saya has this really, the Gotham. I think it's called the Gotham duffel, the little one that
Yes.
in the men's collection
Not
in
sure what it's called, but
camo.
yeah.
It's gorgeous, gorgeous. Craig says, for anyone looking for the Coach Empire, but can't part with the money, Amazon has a genuine leather version. Looks almost dead on. Sir, send that link to me, please.
He can put it in the
Juan.
chat, I think.
Yeah, put it in the chat. Well, yeah, yeah, he can grab the link. Yeah, yeah. So no, I went to see Coach. And I wanted to see that bluebell color. I had to see the color. It is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. I'm not gonna lie. It is not as it's a little bit. I thought it was a little bit more of a lighter, brighter blue. There's a little bit more storm in it than I thought, because that's when you see it in the photos, in the stock photos on the website, it looks a little brighter. And then I would see other people unboxing it and see other influencers showing it. I'm like, that looks a little stormy blue than the bluebell. It is a little bit more stormy than the bluebell, but it's absolutely gorgeous. I don't like the chain tabby. It doesn't like my shoulders. I don't like the Lana large. It doesn't like
Yeah.
my shoulders. The Lana small, I like. James is iffy. He doesn't think it's worth $400. And I
Mm.
said, sir, he's in there panicking. I asked his opinion. I said, I am not buying anything. I said,
Poor
all of the bags I'm
James.
showing you are between $500 and $800. I'm not buying anything. I know we're going to Disney in a month. I'm not buying anything. He goes, okay. I says, I'm just asking your opinion. How does this look on me? What do you think of the bag? And then he's like, okay. So he actually helped me make some decisions, because I've been looking at so many different styles that I really ended up liking that men's Gotham bag, and I really also liked the Juliet, which were not the bags I was gonna buy sight unseen. I had put into my Macy's cart the Lana and the kit bag, and I know I don't like the kit bag, but it's affordable and attainable, and it normally goes on sale. So, but I don't use the kit bag. But I was like, but I could get a piece of the collection and the color I want. I was doing all the things you should do, and I just took them out of my cart and say no, no, Jackie, no.
Craig,
Um,
do me a favor. Go to the link that you sent us. Go down to right under the pictures of them for $72. Read material right there.
does it say PU?
Yeah.
It has to for $75. Hmm.
Yeah, but in the thing it says top handle bag, medium crossbody for women, vintage tote. It does say soft shoulder bag, luxury faux leather.
I think, Jolie, you're gonna have to show the link because it's your session. When I click it, I can't actually show it. Can you show it on a share with me screen?
I don't know. I've never done that before.
Oh, you just go to the present
Okay.
mode button, and just go to click it, say yes, and then you pick the tab you want to present. It will show you everything you have open.
I don't have it on my computer. I have it on my.
Oh, okay. Well, see, that works. I can't click the link.
I didn't click it
How
on
did
there. I
you get?
clicked it on here because it's not clickable up there.
Oh, okay. Well, my bad. Um, yeah. Hey, I'm happy with the PU leather for $75 as long as it's, that's a lot of leather for those bags. And here's the thing, that Kisslock bag, the large version, not the smaller, more usable one, but the large, fancy
The
one,
very,
um,
it's so funny looking, but
it's
it's cute. I wouldn't want it, but
but
it's
the Kiss,
cute.
yeah. It is smushy. And I've had many a Kisslock bag. I've always gone
Right.
for a frame bag. I've always liked the Kisslock bag. That's always been my jam. I've had several versions of bags like, oh, I see what you're talking about. This is so similar to there's a better
It
closer
basically
photo.
is the Empire. It's just in
It is the
PU.
Empire. But they make the same thing with the robe. It's not like they
Yes.
probably already had this silhouette in production and said, let me just go make a dupe. But this one's 15 centimeters across for $72. Yeah, I think that's a great thing. And you know what? I held the Empire today. I'll show you a photo, guys, of me with the Empire because I had to just take a photo with it because in posterity to support Big Booty Judy and Winnie's love of that bag. But it's not love for me. And did I not take a photo? Here it is. I have one photo of it. Yeah.
Jackie,
So it looks
Apple wants to
great.
know, does anybody know if Coach is releasing smaller sizes of the Kisslock bag?
I think there's two sizes, the large and the medium. I don't know if I mean, I've seen on, which is okay. So the smaller size kiss lock, the straps are attached by the metal at the top of the kiss lock frame. But the super large big one, it's just those little metal loop, those little leather loops. I've seen this on Instagram with the other Coach influencers. It was not in the store. I did not see it in the store, but I have seen them with other Instagram Coach influencers.
Right.
Yeah, that smaller one I think is a better bag. I honestly think it's a better bag. If Let me see if I can go find one of my Coach influencers. Morella, I just pulled up
I can't buy from
Instagram
Amazon until the 14th. I'm doing the Amazon blackout. That's
how
so
cool that
cute.
is. This is Morella. Yeah. So let me see if I can find one of these Instagram influencers for Coach. I thought it was already out. I didn't realize it wasn't. Um, let's see. There we go. There is him. Here's my influencer friend. And I would have sworn that they were gonna do the dragon fruit in the outlet, but they didn't. I'm hoping for summer they might, but I don't see. Where did I see that? It's not on his site. Normally he's the first one to let things out. This is the. I did some. Yeah, they had a large and medium kiss lock, but as they said, there isn't a demand for that medium one's beautiful. If I see the medium one, I'd buy it. That medium one is made better than the large one. It really is, based on the photos I've seen of it. I can't find the photo now, obviously, since I'm looking for it, of course. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it.
I
Maybe
really
I
liked
can't.
their backpack that they had that was quilted. I don't think they still have it, but I thought that was cute.
Mm, and of course, I can't find it still. Anyway, just trust me. There is a medium kiss lock that is better made than, in my opinion, because of how it attaches. Um, I think the medium, but the thing is, they've made that medium before. The Kisslock frame bag that Coach has made, they have made that. Let me see if I can find it on the interwebs over on here, so I
On
can
the
maybe share.
interwebs.
Coach, let's see, Coach,
What are
and
you
let's go
looking
over
for?
to the Kisslock medium.
Hmm.
There it is. It's $700. Wait, is that large or is that medium? No, that's large. But that's not oh, that's sneaky. Let me see if I can present in your session.
Okay.
Um, let's see.
I'm
Share
gonna
screen.
I'm gonna try it out at some point here.
There we go. Did it do anything?
It did. You're up.
Oh,
That's
cool.
you.
Nice. So this is the large Kiss
695.
frame, but look at this. This is not the same Kiss Lock frame that was on the runway. If you see that, do you see this? That is not how the runway one
Yeah,
was made
no.
at all. I am like, oh, nope, there we go. There we go. There it is. Right there. Yep, that's why we don't want this one. Don't get this one. So I don't think they have a medium one for listed yet. Oh, somebody change your IP address. Let me stop presenting. There we go. Hmm,
Let's
That's
see.
weird. I need to find this medium. It has to be on one of those Asian websites. Let's see if I can find a medium.
Screen sharing works best on a good computer. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Is that what your
That's
your
what.
computer just? Let's see. Where is it? Huh. This is gonna drive me nuts. It's called the Kiss Lock Frame Bag 14 for $350. But if I hit this link, will it actually take me to it? This is
All right.
currently
I'm going to try to
unavailable.
trick my computer.
Yeah, it's there. So it is an 8.5 inch, 8.25 inches length. But this one does look like it has the metal rings. Does it have the metal rings? Or is it still the. Yes, this one has metal rings. I knew I'd seen this. Oh,
But
okay.
you're saying the one on the runway had leather.
Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me do a share screen again. Um, Let me go here and share. Do you see this bag? It's only 8.5 inches, 8.25 inches,
Oh, that's
but
no. Yeah.
it's small, which is why there's no demand for it. But look at how it's attached. I would buy this one. I truly would, because I like a frame bag no matter what. And here we go. See how it's attached? Metal tabs. So you could literally use this as a clutch or as a shoulder, crossbody bag, because you can just fold those tabs in. This is a better made bag. Why they did not do this for the large one, I do not know. Because I think that would have been much, much, much smarter, much smarter. You know. Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
The Kiss Lock from the 60s? Well, yeah, for Coach, but the Kiss Lock has been around since the
Ever,
20s,
forever.
since the 20s or 30s.
Yeah, it's normally called a frame lock purse, and it's an easy fastening hardware to do. I mean, I've seen Kiss Lock frame bags from like the 20s even. They've been
Yes,
around.
the 20s or 30s. The large leather tabs holding the D-rings directly to the bag, the large one. That's what Sir Craig says.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. I am out of a medication that I forgot to refill. Darn it.
Ah,
Well,
okay.
tomorrow I'll be going to the pharmacy because
Craig
I.
says that his SA told him with the large size, they used the other ring attachment so the bag would lay flatter to the body.
That
All
makes
right.
sense, but not what I would want. I would want a well-made bag versus like okay. Um don't drop things. I've already dropped things tonight. I already dropped the controller and oh, coach, Kiss Lock frame bag, you know? And the one that is the new one, the medium size one, which is probably about this size. Let's see, this is a at the widest point, this is 8.5. So this is about the size of that smaller version. It's probably a little taller, but
Hold it up next to
it has
something we know the size of.
um
A ruler? No, I'm just kidding.
this makes more sense.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So this is not a huge bag. So it's a big difference from this little thing to the big thing, right? And but the thing is, I have had plenty of other clutch bags that have the metal tabs that fold up that you can attach the strap to, and then you close it, and it does great. But I mean, Coach has made these bags forever and ever, so I think I would be more inclined to get the smaller one. I know it's not as cool, but I also have somewhere in my domain of bags, I have the Vivian Westwood frame bag
Hi,
also
Jennifer.
as a granny bag. And I have a Patricia Nash version of
Hi,
this.
Aaron.
Yeah, they've been made for a while. But that super large squishy one that Coach made is why it's so like everybody wants it. You know,
It just really looks cool, but I mean, I would never use it.
the large one.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, you have to use it as a shoulder bag. I mean, as a decorative piece, I get it. You know, I need to text James real quick.
Well,
Um,
we got a new refrigerator and all of Saturday, no,
yeah,
Friday was taken
that's it.
up. Oh, I don't know if I like
It's
that.
just leather. It's just leather tabs. Yeah, I think if people carry it as a clutch, it's cool. Wait a minute, did you just say you got a new refrigerator?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, buying appliances is one of the hardest things to do as an
It
adult
is.
ever, and I
Yes.
hate it. Every
Yes.
time I've had to buy a refrigerator, a dishwasher, a stove, a washing and dryer machine, any of it, any of it. Now, buying a car is at least fun. Buying an appliance sucks
Okay,
so
so
bad.
there's all supposed to be standard sizes, right? So if if you have a counter depth and what width you have, should be all right? No. No. They either have 36, 33, or whatever, but you measure the back of the 36s where you slide it in, and they're all slightly different. And we had a cutoff point at 35 and a half. So we had to pull out every refrigerator and measure the back. And then we had to come home and double check. And then we had to go back. What happened to the old refrigerator? Jennifer, we bought a house that we had a bunch of teenagers and their parents living in it, but teenagers are rough. Everything inside my refrigerator is broken and it leaks. And it's the one that came with the house. So we're getting a new refrigerator.
Was it going to show up?
The 13th, next week. Also, you need to text me your dates of when you'll be here in April because I have doctor's appointments in April.
Okay. Um, I want to tell you a
Um,
story. It's an interesting story. I will not name names. Well, I'll name some names because I can't. So a friend of mine texts me and says, "Hey, look at this comment this person got on this other person's channel. Can you believe they did this?" I'm like, "I can't believe they did that." It's not a mean comment, but how would you take a comment if somebody said to you, okay, this is your channel, Jolie. Somebody
yeah.
wrote to you, says, "Hey, Jolie, I totally love your scribbles and plants, you know, um, channel. It's so awesome. I really admire it. And I also love these other two content creators." What's that guy you listen to? The guy that had his house burned down? The
Benji plant.
Veggie Plants. I love him. And your response was to this person's subscribers who wrote to you, said,
Right?
"Oh, thank you for liking my content, but I don't want to be associated with Benji Plants. They're not my level."
Oh my God.
Would you ever write that to anybody?
No,
as a content creator.
I might as well just write I'm above other people and my shit doesn't stink. It's rude. It's the same
I
thing.
got a screenshot of that. I'm like, whoa.
I know you're not
Like,
going to name names. So this was a bag channel or some other kind of channel.
yeah, it was somebody else's channel.
Hi,
I'll text you
Christiana.
later. I don't want to. I
Okay.
don't want to give them any press.
No,
Uh,
no, no, no.
because it's no, they're not cool. But it's not. It's like, oh, did I have? Oh, thank you. I was completely. I went to go check, and I was out yesterday.
Oh,
I
so
left lunch.
Christiana knows because she
I'm good.
says, "Oh my God, the
Okay,
tea on that comment."
can you put this over in my that fridge? Yes, Christiana knows. Yeah, yeah. So I need to know.
One of our lurkers
What do
just
you?
spoke up. She knows about it
Well,
too.
Winnie, if you tell, it's okay. I'm just not going to say it out loud. I just couldn't believe somebody had said that at all to anybody. That person texted me the
Oh.
screenshot and asked me for my thoughts, so I gave them. I actually was very upset the next day. It took me a day to digest it, and I had to think about why did that really bother me? And
She
because
says she
the
doesn't know.
person,
Tell me. Well, I'll
it's
text you,
because
Christiana, once I find out.
so the person is they want to be their own what's
Oh,
the
I
word
know who it is.
brand.
You don't even have to finish
Yeah,
that sentence.
lifestyle
Now I
brand. They
know
want to be a
exactly.
lifestyle brand,
I
right?
wouldn't. Okay,
So
let's put it this way. I would have never seen that. I would have never seen that
yeah, because
comment because
I want to because I don't watch them.
yeah.
and and so I was like, wait, you want to be a lifestyle brand. Part of being a lifestyle brand is to actually appeal to a whole bunch of
To
people.
everybody,
And
yeah. I
you
don't
want
get
people
that from
to
that person.
actually yeah, you want people to look at you and emulate you. That's part of being a lifestyle brand. You
Yeah.
want to
Nobody
portray
wants to
something to change.
emulate Nobody wants to emulate being a snob unless you're 15 years old.
Yeah. So I cannot believe. Let me text Christiana real quick because I don't want to give them crack. I've already been a negative Nancy when it comes. So
An ounce of pretension
yeah,
is worth a pound of bullshit.
Eric on my level. Yes, that's what the content creator
They
actually.
aren't on my level.
So somebody said to me, oh, I love watching your channel. It's so wonderful. And I also watch Jolie Loves It. And I would say to them, oh, well, don't associate me with Jolie. They're not to my level. That is what this person said, this other commenter. I'm like, this
Oh
is
my God. Craig nailed it.
why the hell would you emulate a fake lifestyle? Said what I said. Yes, that's it.
Yes.
And I've been watching a lot of things about okay, so I've been talking about Eight Passengers, this mommy vlogger that happened a year ago. She ended up her kids ended up getting help because they were long story short, this woman's in jail, right? Her kids were put in
Foster care.
Eight Passengers was a family vlogging channel. The oldest daughter wrote a tell-all book essentially about her story, and then the younger children are going in front of the Utah legislation trying to say we need to put more regulations and rules on family vlogging because children cannot give consent. And so
Children
what
should
the
not be in
children
vlogs.
yes, they should not be videotaped. Their whole and what this girl so she's 11 years old now, and she is one of the victims. The reason why her mother is now in jail because she was abused by her mother was that she said that at first I wanted to be on YouTube because it was fun, and then she said she wrote this by the way, and her father read this in front of the legislation and said that. But
Greg.
what happened is she goes I don't know how to make friends because I feel like I have to be extreme and put a lot of acting into being extreme to get attention. And
Yeah.
so this kind of like, and she says vloggers, all family vloggers, all of their kids are acting.
Well, yeah.
She said it. She said the whole people said, "Oh, my kids want to be on a family vlog. They want to be on YouTube. They and these are the children who have lived through and they have millions of subscribers. The children are saying, I lied on camera. We all
Yeah.
do, you know,
Yeah, they
that's
sit them
why,
down and tell them, how it's going
yeah,
to be while the camera's on. You know
fake
that.
happy. Fake
Fake
happy.
happy.
Yeah. So, but the children are saying it. Now, people know this is true, but there's people out there that are gullible. So they think that what they're seeing on media is actually the truth. That is, and they say, because
Gotta
they
search
had
for
just done
something
a
real quick.
documentary on Netflix. The Devil Made Me Do It is the name of the Netflix documentary where the Frankies were, they gave the raw footage to have this documentary made, right? So
Right?
it takes a lot of raw footage on the cutting floor to produce a
Yes.
segment of television. And Eight Passengers is a scripted show about families that and he said that his wife filmed everything. Every minute of the day was filmed. Like, and that's just no way to live. It's emotional scarring. But anyway, let's see what Craig says. There's only one thing I hate more than a snob, and that's a person lying about their lifestyle and being a snob about said lie. Yep. 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 And that's pretty much reality TV in a nutshell.
It
Um,
is.
it is. And we know that because way back when I was when I was 20, in the 2000s, there was this really popular reality TV show called The Hills, I believe, and I can't remember. It's this following this celebrity, not celebrity, just a person, right, who became a celebrity because she was being followed. And she even said that, oh yeah, things would happen, and I'd have to go redo them because they missed the shot. Or whatever, and all the real, what's it called? Real Housewives, the not the real, the what's it called? The when they had the people living in houses together and then they filmed everything and that MTV did it first or whatever. All that stuff is like hundreds of hours of editing
Oh
cut
yeah.
to make little bits of television.
And to make
And they
it,
say it's reality TV.
it's not.
You know, it's
No,
just
we were
not
taken in
accurate.
by that. Yeah,
Yeah.
real world, real,
Real world, yeah.
not real.
Yeah.
Um, no. I'm typing a name of the one of the, I don't know if she's on YouTube or not, but she does shorts and stuff, and she makes fun of those trad wives. Remember how she was
Yeah.
making water
We're
the other day?
we're a
And
traditional wife, but we're filming everything we do in a very scripted, narrow viewpoint.
she goes, my kids woke up and wanted Lucky Charms cereal, so I started in making my own marshmallows. And then when they're done, I made them all each different colors and put them on the
I
baking
saw those.
pan.
Those are funny.
Oh
Those
my
are
God,
funny.
she's
I love
hilarious.
that. Yeah. Or the one that's like going to the mountain to get my fresh mountain spring water. Turns on the tap. Someone
Uh-oh. Marilla
Winnie
got the big,
influenced me
large
to
tag.
order that large brown hand. Oh, wait, did you get the Big Booty Judy? Or what big large handbag? I must know, Morella.
Not handbag.
Um,
It's that big brown tag that Winnie opened that says Coach.
oh,
Only
that
it's
one.
this
You know
big.
what? I watch all of Woody's videos, but I've missed that one. It came through. I didn't watch it, and I have to go back and watch it. But I
Well,
want that. I want it. I've seen that tag on a mini bag is epic. Epic.
oh yeah, that would be cute. That would be cute.
Mhm. It's like it's that contrast of teeny tiny little thing with giant thing that's ridiculous. Hello. Um, Jennifer's like making water. Yeah, because some of the
Yes.
jokes are it's like I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I walk 5 miles to the mountain spring to get water for my
I
family to have fresh blah blah blah. It's really
I was
ridiculous. It's
collecting
very
dew,
funny.
early morning dew from the leaves.
Oh my
You
god,
guys got to
so
look her
funny,
up.
so
Oh my
funny.
God.
Yeah,
Alexia De La Rosa is hilarious.
yeah, yeah. So I was dealing with the YouTube life because YouTube life is difficult sometimes. I have a hard time. I was talking to said friend, and I said to said friend, the hardest thing I've dealt with YouTube is actually before I became a content creator and I was just a consumer and a commenter and a subscriber like everybody else. I wanted to be a content creator to show my bags because I already had 200 before I started YouTube. And then I wanted to get my YouTube friends to know me, thinking, "Oh, we're
Hi,
friends because I
Bricana.
know them." Right? Well, what I learned with YouTube is yeah, no. Some of the people that I supported the most and liked the most, they don't have anything to do with me. And I said, James, I think the hardest thing to realize is they don't like me. That's what it comes down to.
I
Like
don't,
they
yeah,
they
it's
like
like,
me as a consumer, a like and a comment, but they didn't like
right.
me to like me to watch my content to like and hang out with me.
Yeah.
And that was the part that was the hardest to deal with because I was like, oh wow, I don't know if I was ready for this.
Some people hide I didn't realize that you could hide who you subscribe to from them. I didn't realize that because like, and the only reason I know is because I didn't know is because I've been on here for 7 years but I took a
Mhm.
big break during, cancer and chemo and stuff, which was years. So, I didn't realize that you could do that until I started uh, Scribbles and Soil, and I have
Mhm.
um, people on, a few people are following me, but the number that it shows is not accurate to what I can access. So I guess if you hide your identity, it doesn't show.
Well, I actually you can't see who I like. I'm not a public.
I've,
I'm public, but not public, because
yeah,
I hide who I like, what I watch from other people. And I did that because when I first, this is first of all, this was my channel that based, and before it was Jack's Backpack, it was just Jacqueline King, guys. It was just my name,
right,
and I used to go watch a lot of gun range stuff, and I didn't really want that to be represented. People
right.
say, "Oh, well, who's this new back channel? What do they watch?" And they see a whole laundry list of marksmanship. You know, uh, I'm like,
You know,
maybe this isn't the best
I don't
look.
know if hide my likes or not, but whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Winnie has
So
really been selling that tag. Katie got one too.
yeah,
I ordered it before Winnie's video though, but
decommission.
yeah, she got it
Oh
yesterday.
yeah, it's
Oh
cute.
well.
It's cute. You know. Oh, I did do something today though, and I feel a little. It feels dirty, y'all. It feels dirty.
Uh-oh.
So I'm already sold. I already pay for YouTube Premium. I already have cloud service through Hotmail. I already pay through AdSense, Google. They know who I am. I work for the state. Everything's public. But I paid for Meta certified, y'all. I feel a little dirty
Oh
through
yeah.
Facebook. It's a monthly fee, but I've had so many friends recently get hacked on Facebook that the only way you're going to get any help with it is if you're a Meta client. So I said,
I'm
ouch.
thinking seriously about just taking it
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. I feel really like it feels a little dirty, but I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't want to have to get, I don't want to, only thing you can do is the two-factor authentication or paid
Hmm.
subscription to get their customer service help. Because I've had some hostile takeovers from people's private pages happen lately.
Right.
And I'm like, how did this happen to you?
Yeah.
And
I
I
think
don't
I'll take
know.
mine down
So,
because, but I can't. I mean, they made it harder to take down now because I remember I sat down to do it one day and couldn't figure out for the life of me how to get the damn thing down. Anyway, I only have mine to tease my mother. I put up stuff that would just piss her off.
you do have some funny stuff on there. I like it. I might be the only one hitting likes, but just to tag remind anyone of the LV chocolate bar. Eh,
Mhm. It just
we
looks like a
got
Coach tag.
Brian.
It's just
Brian
giant.
is on here, and I know Cammy has one, and I know Brian has one. But y'all, I don't like the candy bar. It's a personal thing. I don't like food smells in my perfumery. I don't like food like a candy bar. It just makes me want to eat
With your
chocolate.
bags. Oh.
Yeah. So if I see
Keith,
a candy bar, I
to
want to go eat chocolate.
answer your question, um, as a non-premium member, do you get the free movies? I mean, I don't know if you get
Well,
those or not.
there's a YouTube movie channel that does free movies, but it does have ads as premium. The one thing
No,
I
yeah.
like about the premium, that why I pay for premium, is not it was for the ads originally, but what it's for is you can play your video, whatever video you're watching, and you can turn off your screen and it still plays.
Oh
That
yeah.
feature is why I did it, because I like listening to audio at night, and even though it's on a video format, I don't want to have to go to another subscription to listen to, like, Spotify to listen to podcasts. So I just listen to the
YouTube.
6-hour lives that are on YouTube, and I just turn off my screen and listen to it and fall asleep. That's how I do it.
Right.
So for me, that's worth it.
There aren't any ads on the free movies. Like a lot of the 80s movies are now on here. It's a place to watch, some oldies like Pride and Prejudice and, things that Jackie's probably not interested in.
I like Pride and Prejudice, the movie. I think they're whiny. I hate the Bronte sisters, but that's just me. You know,
Well, that's
they're of
Jane
their time
Austen.
period.
That's Jane Austen.
Austin. They're not that much different. Who wrote Wuthering Heights?
One of the Bronte sisters.
Yeah, no.
I don't like Wuthering Heights.
I just don't like that genre of writing, but I don't like Dickens either, other than A Christmas Carol. It's just too much classism in that type of writing, where everybody is like of a nobility or gentry, or you're the governess to the wealthy, and I cannot relate to
Well,
that type
they
of
were
writing.
living their lives. That's why I mean that's how it was in England at
Hmm.
that time. I like
Yeah,
the
I
comedy. There's more comedy in Jane Austen's writing.
oh, Jackie, I'm so another Winnie. I got my stuff from Babylon, but you know what I did? I threw away my paper with the QR codes. I was like, oh crap! I threw away the paper with the QR code, so now I don't have the
A
instructions on
sequel.
how to sew. Oh my god, I almost died last week. They're making a sequel to St. Elmo's
How
Fire.
how do you
Really?
make a sequel to a coming of age movie? There was no story there. It was just a coming of age story of friends in college before they part. How do you make a sequel?
Marilla says reflecting society at the time, which is true, but
Yeah.
it's very have and have nots, and it's very stark. And it's like with Oliver Twist. It's like it's very depressing.
So you don't like reading of the Victorian era and before?
No, the 1819 early 1800s, or
Uh-huh.
1800s, early 1900s. No, thank you. No, thank you. Not British anyway. Their Industrial Revolution time period is very. Have you guys read The Jungle by Upton St. Clair? Now that's a good book. Unfortunately, it's a little too real, but that's the
I
realism
haven't
I
read
like
Upton St.
more
Clair.
than like
Probably
Wuthering
should.
Heights, which is just a novel of
I
floof, right? It's angst and floof. Where Upton St. Clair, The Jungle, that is a very good book about the common working person. Great book. I've always been more of a documentary person anyway,
right.
so yeah. Depressing like Les Miserables. Not sure they're doing it, but I'm going to
You
see
could
it.
see it, yeah. They're all a little depressing like Les Mis.
Yeah, Winnie says the jungle is real and hardcore. Yeah, the jungle changed how Americans. It started, I think it's with the beginning of the FDA. I'm pretty sure not the beginning of the FDA, or part of the beginning of learning how your meat was produced and having it regulated. I think it was the FDA. Yeah.
Hmm.
Craig is a sequel. Maybe it's a remake. I don't even know if I've ever watched St. Elmo's Fire. I know Sacrilege.
You're a little too young.
Yeah.
That it wasn't forced
Yeah.
down your throat.
Well, it's the thing is my friend in high school loved okay, she loved Shakespeare's sonnets, which I hate. Also loved all of the Bronte sisters, all of that type of Victorian era angsty stuff, and she romanticized it. And I said, "But that's not real life." You're talking about the one person who or the family that lives in the upstairs, right? The lord and the lady, maybe the governess, if it's involved with the governess or some other lord and lady and their plight. But nobody talks about the 50 staff members that makes that one piece of property function. And that's what I really cared about. But whatever. Like I think that's why I like that comedy satire upstairs downstairs.
Yeah. Breaking
Horrible, that
news.
the health.
Winnie would still do Rob Lowe. Okay.
No, it said that the entire cast was
Oh,
returning.
they're
Wow.
returning.
Oh.
Yeah, it can't be the same
Huh.
story if the cast is returning.
Yeah. So some Jane Eyre. Yeah, see, I don't have that love, and I have a
Oh,
whole
I
bunch of
love
friends
Jane
that love
Eyre.
it.
What a
They
fantastic
look at
story.
me, they look at me like you're crazy.
About the little girl who didn't have a home and grew up in the her aunt didn't want to raise her.
Jane Eyre was really good. I do it in
Okay.
front of Bill. He knows it. It's yeah. Oh, and
Rob
that was
Lowe?
the other thing was Jacob, thinking of this, he was talking about he gets a lot of clapback hate on some of his videos. Anytime he talks about the Royals, it is like
Oh.
all these negative, like I can't. I have to. Somebody unsubscribed and said, "I am unsubscribing because you are a hater of the Royals or whatever." I'm like, have you ever announced you were leaving a channel? Like I've never done that.
No.
Gone to a channel and said, "Hey, I'm a new sub. Hi, how are you?" But I've never said, "Hey, I don't like you anymore. I'm leaving you. Bye, see ya." Like, does that happen? Because I'm like, it happens to um Jacob, and I'm just like,
Well, since I can't make any of the members' lives or anything anymore, I haven't made it in months. I gave it months. Haven't made it to
mm,
members' lives
his
for
timing
him.
is just
Yeah.
ridiculous. Yeah.
So I took down my membership. I'm just staying subscribed so I can watch some, but I took down
Yeah.
my membership because I'm like, I'm paying for something I can't even attend. So I did
Hmm.
that. And then I went and I took the same funds and moved them over to Akita's and Rachel Maxey's Patreon for this. Well, it's $1 less for the $2
I have
less for those
I
two
have
instead of
three
that one.
three memberships and I can't do any more than that. So I'm like, nope,
Yeah.
I can't. But it
Yeah, I
happens a
also
lot. I
have a
like when you get
Jackie membership. So there's that. So I have those three.
um I'm exiting the plane. I'm exiting the plane. The royals are a touchy subject here for some reason. And here's the thing, Meghan Markle
Where's here, Ronnie?
is she's married into the royal family. Yeah, her children are part of the royal family. Um, but she's just, you know, she's an American like all of us, and she's an actor first. And I don't think she has an issue. I think other people have an issue, you know, with it.
Yeah. I don't think when women get involved in the royal family, unless you're Camilla, who is royal adjacent, she always has been, what you're actually getting into.
I watched a thing about what was her
It's
name? The other actress who married the
yeah,
Moroccan um
Grace Kelly.
popular blonde, Grace Kelly. Yeah, she there was some I don't know, some documentary I was watching about the royal families and whatever, and she has talked to Princess Diana when Diana married into the family. So Diana didn't know this whole love triangle with Camilla and Charles apparently. So she was kept in the dark and she found out of course later, but uh Grace Kelly had talked to Diana and said, oh, actually, was it Diana or it was maybe Sarah Ferguson of York? One
Oh,
of
could
those
have been
three
her.
women. They talked to each other. Were you like about some of the stuff that happens behind the scene. It made it into some documentary, and I thought that was funny because these women were outsiders that married into royalty, right?
Right.
Sarah, and even Lady Diana, she was a lady, but she was,
Right.
doesn't mean
The
you're in that
Spencers
circle.
haven't been having any political, I mean, any royalty for hundreds of years, I don't think. But they've always been royal adjacent. At
Yeah,
one time, they
like some
were
earl or
closer to
something,
the
like they were
throne.
landowners. Yeah.
Hmm.
So it was just very interesting when Grace Kelly said some of the stuff she said that you're not ready for when you go into the royal family and what happens in this kind of world. And it was a fun documentary. I wish I remembered what I saw where I saw that, because it was very eye-opening, because when she married, I can't remember the name of the guy the prince she married, but one of the things was, you can't act anymore. I don't want you to act anymore. You're just gonna be married to me, and that's what she did. So, but they talk about this too because there's lots of defunct monarchies, which is weird. There was a whole monarchy of Greece that failed. Germany had a monarchy forever and ever and ever. That was,
Yeah.
during the early 1900s
Well, they're
revolution,
all
all these
related.
monarchies fell. Yeah, they're all related pretty much through Catherine. Um, was it Catherine, or was it one of the British monarch? No, Russian, because even the British monarchy is actually Russian. Not
Oh,
Russian,
yeah, they're all
German,
related. The
German.
Spanish, the
Yeah, they're all
British,
like
and the
literally they're all
because they've
related. They're all
all
intermarried. Yeah.
intermarried. Yeah.
Prince Rainier of Morocco. Thank you, Bri. Yeah, so it's kind of funny if you go into the lives of these very important people, um, but it's not like it's just a passing hobby. It's nothing I look into. I read about them because I would go visit palaces in Europe. Like, what? Well, okay, whose palace are we visiting now? Okay, let me find the book. Let me read the book. Who did this belong to? That's why I read it. But in
I
America,
did
like, I don't care.
really admire Diana's work and what she did and what she
Hmm.
started doing after they were no longer together anymore. That's why I have the original lady bag, the one with no feet, that's softer with the harder
Oh yeah,
handles.
yeah. Hmm.
It's back here.
By the way, I love the Lady
It's right
Diana
behind
too.
me.
I actually, when she passed, I was in college and I came home and I watched the news all day. I
Wh-
was like, what?
What? I just put my
Lady
ears back
Diana,
on.
when she passed, I was very sad because I really
So was
watched
I.
the whole thing and I
See,
was
it
like,
has no
what?
feet. It's an older bag.
Beautiful.
It's real old. It's because it's the first. It has the zipper, the first style. The zipper was
Whoa,
stuck.
Winnie says
The zipper is
she says
stuck on
I
the
found
plastic I put in it.
Winnie says I found out through my brother at grandma's funeral we are descendants of some earl or duke who was actually beheaded by Henry the Eighth.
Oh, that would be
Oh
easy.
my,
That'd be
that's
easy to track
hilarious.
down.
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, guys, if you live in America and you're not native, we came from somewhere else, and a lot of us started off as British. And then there was this little war where we kicked the British out
Oh, my maiden name
and we
is
became
Stanfield.
Americans.
We're still British.
Yeah, still British. Yeah,
Yeah,
my
my
family
dad's name
actually
is
come from.
Herbert George Stanfield. Like, I shouldn't have said that, but anyway, H.G. Stanfield, H.G. Wells. Yeah,
Yeah,
very British.
yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know where my family where I
This
have the
got
Hennessy's,
plastic
the
stuck in the
Coles,
zipper.
the Coles, and the Kings. So the thing about the last name of King is that's normally just means you were a servant or an employee of the king, and they just kind of took that surname. There really is no type of King family line. It just means so the Hennessy's and the Coles were the Irish side of my family, and the Kings we think are part of the British Isles side of the family, but that could mean anything. There's a bazillion thousand Kings. Kings doesn't mean anything. So it was really funny because yeah, that's where my family. I'm sure we came. I mean, my Irish side of the family came here running away from the potato famine. They were farmers, guys. They were poor, destitute farmers. That's where my family came from, on my dad's side,
Oh,
and on my mother's side, they were wealthier Thai, Chinese, You know, they were actually kind of wealthy gentry for the time period, but
Plastic
not
stuck in
monarchy.
the freaking zipper. Still in
Yeah, so
there.
my mother's Thai family are
Anyway,
landowners, and being
the
a
handles.
landowner is already status, right? Um,
That's the tail. This can be
maybe
worn
not put any.
crossbody.
Don't put don't put any more plastic in there.
It's yeah, I got to pick it out. It's like wrapped through. It was this. I ripped it out, but it's still wrapped through there.
That's a beautiful bag. Oh, and the other thing I was watching, I don't know if you guys watch Sophie Shohet. I like her, but I've been having a hard time
Mm.
watching some of her content lately because she's been like, she's publicly acknowledged they're looking to leave Britain because they don't feel safe to live where they live anymore. They feel that she doesn't want to wear logos and she sold a bunch of her bags. She feels it's unsafe in London to carry her logoed bags. Then she's saying maybe it's a function of age, but she doesn't feel safe really. Do you guys know that Sophie Shohet drives around in like a high-end Italian sports car? I'm pretty sure
Porsche.
it's either a Ferrari or
No,
a Porsche or
she's a
something.
big Porsche person. Yeah.
Huge. And it's like it doesn't matter what bag you're carrying. They saw you get out of the Porsche. It's like,
Yeah.
man. And then I was watching this other content creator, and it was really funny because they showed this video of these two women, and they're probably in Dubai, and they're carrying the Dior book tote, right? And they're in modesty wear, full head scarf, everything, but they're just shopping and talking, and then it shows in this video them walking, and then the lady on the outside moved her handbag to the inside between her and her
Yay, got
her
it
other
out.
her other companion. And it said in the caption, only another woman will understand this. And that's all it showed was these two women talking and walking in Dubai, and she casually moves her bag from one side of her body to the other side of the body. And I automatically knew exactly what she did because there was this creepy dude walking on the outside looking at her Dior book bag tote, because and that's just a normal thing. Like
Thank you,
when
Christiana.
I'm walking on the sidewalk, my husband will always make sure to walk on the street side in case something happens. I'm not the one hit by the car. That's just he is programmed to do that. He does it without even
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah.
Women do this too. Women will move their bag from the left side to the right side, inside or outside, depending on which is on the street. They'll move them in front of them. It is just
Hi,
automatic.
Grace.
We just do
Yes.
that. And it made me laugh because I was like, of course I know what you're doing. Everybody does that. What do you mean who doesn't do that? You know? I don't understand how men walk around with their wallet in their back dang pocket. It's like, that's a lot of confidence to make sure you don't get pickpocketed, I guess. It's like, oh, I wouldn't do that. You know?
Right. Do
Katie
you
says,
know where
I love
the
Sophie, but
outside of
she's
the streets came from, Jackie?
no.
Well, if you moved, I think it switched when automobiles came, but I think the ladies used to walk on the outside because people dumping their chamber pots out their windows in cities.
Ah, I actually remember that now that you said that, but I didn't know that's how
Mm-hmm.
that came around because it was
Mm-hmm.
the mud,
Chamber
the mud
pots.
with the horses. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the mud with the horses. That's true
Oh,
too.
oh, the stink. Cities used to be dirty places, y'all. It was people had country estates for reasons because cities were not exactly
Let's
wonderful
see.
places to be.
So you
Uh,
traced yourself back to Ireland then? Is that what you were saying?
yeah,
A lot of Irish.
my king side, the king side, we can trace pretty far back, and I have a whole bunch of family, like a whole bunch of family. But we can actually trace them. I think all the way back the kings all the way up to like the Mayflower or something crazy stupid. But the Hennessy's
Um,
and the Coles, which is my grandmother's side, it's the land rush.
the
Yeah,
land rush.
poverty,
Um,
poverty.
I can
Yeah.
trace I can trace one side through my dad's mom's mom's side all the way back to the 1500s.
Hmm.
And they were part of the people that were credited with opening up the Shenandoah Valley. It's pre-Revolutionary War. There is a Revolutionary fighter that I found, but the actual name that They're the birth and a death, the birth of a son and the death of a father early stopped one side from fighting in the Revolutionary War because the kid was only 12 and his dad had passed. And there was no male at that age, who fought. But then all the cousins and stuff I traced
Yeah.
another way. Somebody else did. But
Like
anyway,
I'm distantly related to Davy Crockett by some cousin.
right.
I'm part Native American. I have so many parts and bits and pieces that we've
Yeah,
been
it's a
around in America
mess.
for a long time. I mean,
Yeah,
basically, family fought in the Civil War on the non-winning side,
it
the
was all
losing side,
north.
and
Yeah.
then because my family was from Oklahoma, they settled in Oklahoma and Texas.
One
You
side
know,
of my family has some peace in Oklahoma, some pieces in Oklahoma. In fact, I have family buried in Oklahoma.
dude,
And
I sold that
yeah,
land and I was so happy to sell it. I was like, go. I am the generation that sold off the last bit of the Oklahoma land rush land. It was
yeah.
me. I says, I don't give a crap. I'm never moving to Oklahoma. I'm not moving there. My grandparents are buried out there in Oklahoma. That's where they grew up. You
My
know, they're the
grandmother
King
actually
side.
grew up in Texas and she had this great big four
Mhm,
poster bed in one of the spare bedrooms. She had a lot of big beds and big furniture. They always had like oversized, big, where you had to have steps to climb up into the bed. And then it has this great big carved piece that comes out at the head and it's got velvet and all this crap and
mhm.
wood. Anyway, um, that well, the one in the spare bedroom that we used to stay in, me and my little sister had big four posters. That's all it was. They were just round, but all the way down one side, it was scarred. And I asked her when I was like 10, what happened to the bed? And she goes, "Oh, that's when a tornado knocked the house over, and that bed slid down the wall." And yeah, because that was in
Vinny,
Texas.
I am with you. This spring forward crap is crap. I'm like, I do not like it. My body does not like it. I seriously was in bed till 2 a.m. 2 p.m. Sorry, 2 p.m.
I wish that we would just stay this time though. Not go to Eastern Standard Time,
Mhm.
but stay on
That's
daylight
fine.
savings time.
Just
I
pick
wish we
one.
would just
Pick one
stay
and
right
stay there.
here. The reason
Yeah.
being is because you can golf later. It gives people who work a chance to golf after work. That's why I like it.
That's funny. So anyway, anybody buy any bag? Okay, you know what? I did not buy a bag today. I might have had a little bit of a coming to Jesus moment when I took photos of my Friday after my live on Friday, and I posted it on Instagram, I think, of my before and after shopping problem. And I had opened up 4 bags, and I know I have 5 more bags coming. That's 10 bags in 1 month. That is a problem. I can't even find the bags I know I have,
Where is
but I
your
don't know where
planner?
I put them.
Where is your planner? You need to put it on your
I
desk
I
and you
gave
need to
I gave
write
up.
write down every bag you buy and the day you buy it on. Do it. Just your
I
friendly.
did. Winnie bought one. Okay, Winnie, was it a Coach? Was it a Coach? We want to know. Was it Coach?
What
Because
flavor?
Coach. Winnie says I saw that, or no, Katie says I saw that. Winnie says, "AB, I take the whole week." Um, looking forward to work because of this. Oh, yes, yes,
And you're
work,
buying
yeah,
bags. I'm currently marking off my Amazon boycott every
yeah.
day that I'm
Ronnie,
not shopping.
I actually don't buy that much stuff off Amazon, and I haven't for the last couple of years. I haven't bought enough off Amazon that I told James, like, should we just kill Prime? Because I feel ridiculous paying for Prime and we don't really use Amazon anymore. And it's not even any faster, even though we live next to 2 distribution centers. And he says, well, I still use
Dillard's
he
credit
does
card.
watch the Prime, no, the Prime um movie stuff he watches, but I that ups in August. So next August, I will say, are we ready to let this go?
Mine just went
I don't
through
think we
and I have
hmm,
Showtime through them. I used to have BritBox, but I canceled it.
we canceled that too. Totalitarian understand. Oh, wait, what? I still have a bag on the way, so I'm sated, um,
Satiated.
satiated. Winnie says
I
Coach Clock,
totalitarian understand you.
gross. I popped up actually in the
You
cart
popped
on
about
Dillard's. Oh, wait a minute. Did you get
Dillard's.
the big one? Did you get the big one, girl? Winnie needs a
Amazon
blog
credit
sale.
card. Yeah.
I totally want your Ace tote that is in the one that Fuchsia Floyd got you if you need to sell it. Not that I can buy it right now, y'all. I'm going to Disney, in 3 weeks. But yeah, I have a Chase Amazon credit card. So do I. Chase and I, we're friends apparently. Apple Blonde. I got the denim small turn lock card case. It's such a cute mini bag. Tag fits a decent. Ooh, I didn't know there. Oh, there's a denim mini bag tag. I need to look at that one. That's cute. I totally understand you, says Bry. Yeah, remember I said I won't buy the Kiss Lock? Yeah, Winnie.
Yeah.
Winnie, you could turn around and sell that Kiss Lock tomorrow if you don't love it. Because that thing is gonna be if you get that and you do not love it, just say, hey, who wants it? Somebody will buy it.
Oh yeah.
Apple Blonde says, I think I'm going to get the Bluebell Cassie 19. That's the one that's calling to me. That one in the Cassie 19 in Bluebell. And I think I'm going to get the large Juliet in white eventually when it goes on sale. Because it's still like
You guys have already
$500.
seen the last thing that I bought on Amazon.
Grace says, I bought a Devil X. Finally finished layaway. Yay! Isaac Miyake. Oh, yes. Do you know I saw that collection in an Alma, that totem, or what's
Yep.
called the I saw that.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, I should send that to
No.
Julie. I'm like, no, I'm not.
I'm
It's
already looking
just
for them all the time, but they want too much money still. I did find one of the wallets for four something, which is okay, but I still, most of my money this year definitely would just go on SLGs. I have too many bags.
Craig says, I just saw the Coach Kiss Lock clutch on Smart for $1,300. Yes. Yes. The Juliet bag is so pretty too, says Apple Blonde. Yeah, I went to the store and I tried them on my shoulder. And because my shoulders are slopey, the large Lana does not like me. The Brooklyn hates me, hates my shoulders. So out of the bags I tried, the Juliet was perfection. It was like, oh, I'm made for you. I don't know maybe it's the width of the strap, the material it's made out of versus the Brooklyn, because the Brooklyn is like, why is that so different? But it is. It is. The Brooklyn just like will not stay.
Oh.
Ooh, I like your Labubu naked, by the way. I think it's
Oh,
cute.
I have the gold lame dress right here in this drawer, but
But I like it better without
it's too
stress. I saw
fancy.
your Coach pics, Jackie. Did anyone see the Fendi that Dawn unboxed today? Yes, I
I
loved her
liked it.
Fendi.
I love
Man,
that.
that I've seen that Fendi a few times. I've looked at that Fendi more than once.
It's
Um,
right up my alley bag. It's the little satchel, I just I got old and that's all I wear. That's all I carry is top handle anymore. I'll do a crossbody and sometimes a shoulder, but I don't like to mess with my shoulder too much. Either one of them. They're just tore up.
yep, totally see that. Dawn finds the cutest bags. Um, I'm missing another. Well, my
It
sister's.
was. Don's Fendi was, it's just awesome. Hello again,
Oh,
Jeanette.
the other. I forgot. I should tell you what we did yesterday. So yesterday, after we did my live with Jenny, Jennifer had a blast. She had an absolute
I
blast.
don't golf.
She had. Hey, you know what?
I don't golf, Winnie. He does.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah. So
used
no. So yes.
to, but I don't anymore. My shoulders are
Did
both
you
torn from
catch?
moving patients.
Did you catch my live yesterday, Julie?
No,
Okay,
I've
so
been
Jenny and
busy
I were live.
Friday and Saturday.
No, it's totally fine. So we were live yesterday, and it was
Okay.
so funny because I got a bunch of shorts out of that, and I posted them on YouTube. And the one I liked was about Jennifer talking about her um, lab and how much it costs to run a lab for students in high school.
Right.
And a comment I got on there was, "Why is this a problem?" And I wrote back and I said, "It's not a problem. It's just showing that how much this lab costs. This is just one chemistry teacher out of the entire school, and how much budget it takes to do a lab, an actual practical lab that isn't just paper and book learning, right? So hands-on work takes resources, you know." And but it was interesting because I did another short talking about how much I love the when you see an actual
Yes, Jennifer.
Hermes Birkin, the stitching that is beautiful on it. So
Right.
somebody said a visual would help because I was just talking about it. I don't own a Birkin, y'all. I own a fake Birkin. The real Birkin is what's handmade with the saddle stitch. And
You
even if I showed you it, it's not the same. And this is what I've
have to
tried
see it in
to
person.
explain. Not to see it, you have to hold it.
Right.
When you feel the thickness of the leather, that's when you're like, oh, I get it now. Because a machine can do a straight stitch all day long. That's what a sewing machine does. It regulates tension. That's what it does. Its whole job is to do a straight line
Have you
stitch.
ever had any
You know,
Coach luggage pieces made by that line, Coach luggage?
no,
I'm gonna
I don't
grab
think I
mine.
have.
The bag that
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you, I once left Florida, got on a plane with just this bag, with a couple pair of underwear and t-shirts because it was wintertime and we were wearing leather jackets anyway. And I headed up to New York to meet Matt for the weekend, and just little bitty toiletries and all that. And it's all I took with me the whole time I was in New York. I carried it every day. We walked around Manhattan and did all kinds of stuff. But anyway, I'm going to show you. It's not pretty, but
Mm. Kate says I usually have to wear a crossbody or if luggage, lots of backpacks, and then I take everything to work, throw everything in what is essential north-south wagon. Game changer. Okay. But no, I did a bunch of shorts, and it's funny because I was looking at my analytics, which I don't like to do because I don't want it to influence me, but it does influence you. Like,
I can't
it's
really
this
get back
never-ending
far enough.
cycle.
But here it is on. Now hold it up. I haven't I haven't played with this in a long time. It's been hanging on my wall. Okay, it has a Coach hang tag. And then
It looks just like a messenger bag.
on the side, yeah, it is. Okay. On the side, see that?
Oh, I did not know they made that. Ever made that. That's cool.
It's heavy duty. It's not heavy, but man, it's made good. This is the,
Jennifer says she has the Coach luggage duffel. I got it from Hadrian. It even says right on it that it's made to allow for the right rigors of travel. Huh, that's
yeah.
awesome.
And it's
I
got that
now
kind of
want
buckle.
one. I need to find one of those.
Well, I was wondering if you'd be
That
curious. Because
cool.
remember, are we doing a trade still? Oh, there it
Yes.
is. The
Yes.
last time I
Yes. If
wore
you want,
this was to a concert in downtown Orlando.
ma'am, if you want that yellow purse, yes. Because I have to carry it on the airplane, so you better want it, or I'm not bringing it.
Yeah.
I'll trade it for that if you're not using it.
No, I haven't used this in years. Well, apparently I wore it 2 or 3 years ago when I went to in downtown Orlando to
That is absolutely the most jackiest Jackie bag. If the
yeah,
only
it's got all
jackier than
kinds of
that,
pockets.
blue. If it was blue, that's the only.
Oh
And
look,
honestly, I will
pen
put pins all
holders.
over things. I love
I
it.
didn't even know those
Yay!
were there.
That's yours is fancy.
Yeah,
That's a
it's
beautiful
just
bag, y'all.
and it's
Um,
but it's nylon. It's not leather, it's
I love
nylon and
nylon.
yeah.
I adore nylon
But it's
bags, y'all. I know I'm rare. Okay, when I was in
it
high
is
school,
lined in leather though. Can you see the lining?
Panadol.
And
Yes,
then it's
I
got
want
leather.
to reach through the screen and steal it.
It's
Okay.
got leather
Yeah.
piping on the front but not the back.
Mhm.
It's a little dirty. Got some smudges on it. Anyway,
My
yeah.
lifeline is flat line. Jeanette, I
Life
have
is a
no clue what you're talking about. What's boring?
Oh,
Jeanette, Winnie,
okay.
how was your weekend? Oh, okay. So Winnie says, pretty good. How was yours? So Jeanette says her weekend was boring. And then my life lifeline is flatline. I don't know. Mine is leather and and it's heavy to carry. Yeah.
Yeah.
My life is boring. Life is boring is actually awesome.
Yep.
I'll be honest. Living in interesting times is actually an ancient Chinese curse. May
Yeah.
you live in interesting times is actually somebody cursing
Chinese
you.
curse.
So when you say my life is boring, I love boring. I like boring, predictable. Let me read a book, let me hang out, make the bills are paid,
Yes.
work happens, nothing exciting, leave exciting for somebody else. I do not need that life.
We
I
were
like
sitting
boring,
on the back porch, which is why I haven't been doing stuff. We were talking and stuff. We had gone out to dinner and stuff. He had been gone for a week, so that's why I kind of fell off for a couple of days because we were, talking and stuff. But we were sitting on the back porch and there's this boom that makes the windows shake and and the ground kind of real just really strong boom, and we both look at each other and look around and go, he goes, well, there's no mushroom cloud. I'm like,
right?
yeah, those are
Right?
the times we're living in
Oh,
again.
oh my God. I know this is maudlin and like we went there, but I'm gonna go there. Thinking about the Murakami artwork and about I've
Yeah.
thought about this a lot because after the WW2, because my grandfather fought in the Pacific Theater during WW2, and what happened? And then the whole Pearl Harbor stuff, and I know that our generation or the younger generation now that's like, oh, that's history, who cares? But it was
Oh,
very real to my life because my
yeah.
grandfather lived that life. He was in that theater, and I knew I had friends whose fathers fought in those battles in the Pacific, and what it was like, and they've talked about it, right? And they talked about it to my grandfather talked about it, and my father was then he was and my uncle was in the Korean conflict, and my father was in the Vietnam War, and this stuff, how it affects generations and
Yeah.
people, and I've often thought about how does the Japanese look at us. I know how we feel about the Japanese now
Good
because
night,
we love
Craig.
Tokyo and they're very advanced and
Happy
we love
birthday
their
to
art.
you.
Good night, Craig. We do all that, but when I read in history about the two bombs of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, I'm like,
I can't believe we
how?
did that. I can't believe
I still can't believe we did
I
that.
can't believe we did that.
And we did it knowing what we were doing, y'all.
Oh yeah.
They did enough testing, they knew. And I'm looking
Um
at that like,
Also,
hmm,
though, those were times that war, the World War II, the Americans did not want to get into it. The American people did not want to get into it. It wasn't until the bombing of Pearl Harbor that we
yeah,
actually
because it
joined,
involved us then. Yeah.
and it was pretty much down to England on its own.
Mhm.
Everywhere else has fallen. So,
Mhm.
but then the United States got into it.
Anyway, let's end
Let's
end
end
the
with some
convo.
bags.
I'm
Where's
going
a
to bed.
bag or
I'm
something?
going
Got a
to bed.
bag? I got plenty of
Okay, I will
bags.
give you guys a sneak peek of something I bought today that I said I wasn't going to talk about, but I'm going to talk about. I'm going to show it to
She's
you.
just going to show it to you, and then I'm
Um,
going to end the live.
yes. Um,
Thank you for coming to Sunday Chats. It's where we interview the same shopaholic every week.
those who know, right? Those
Yeah,
who know.
yes. It's really cute, and the price is right.
And apparently there's only 2 locations in the country, and I didn't know that. And if I had known that, I would have taken orders. So next time, if y'all want stuff from the Coach coffee shop, let me know, and I could probably pick something up. Not anytime soon, because I did swear to my husband we would never do that again. But if I do that again, I will at least I'll take some shopping orders.
All right. Good night, everybody. Good night, Jackie.
Bye, guys.
Try not to shop from bed. Everybody,
No,
be good.
no 3 a.m. shopping.
That's when I'm at my worst.